maybe don't let it go there, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 5 degrees of freedom. Make me...
On the way home, I got hungry, and I ate it. We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book. And this wave just comes up.
Mr. J.F. Sebastian, 16417.
What can I do for you, Sebastian?
Going to Bishop 6 check.
Nonsense. Just a moment. Queen to Bishop 6. Ridiculous. Queen. Bishop 6. Right.
Trying to lose this, huh? Do you think it will? Bishop King 7, checkmate, I think. Some brains for you, Sebastian? Uncle Cookie's coming to woods, huh?
Let's discuss this. You better come on, Sebastian. Surprised you didn't come here sooner. It's not an easy thing to meet you. What could he do for you? And then make every day again. Would you like to be ratified? Stay. Had in mind something a little more radical. But it seems to be a problem. Death. Well, I'm afraid that's a little out of my jurisdiction. Your time or life. Fuck off. The facts of life. To make an alteration in the development of an organic life system, a coding sequence cannot be revised once it's been established. Why not? Because by the second day of incubation, any cells that have undergone reversion mutations give rise to other colonies like rats in the sinking ship. Then the ship sinks. What about EMS recombination? We've already tried it. Ethyl methane, sulfonate is an alkylating agent. Potent mutagen is created a virus so lethal people. Subject of death for it. Then a recessive protein that blocks the operating cells. Wouldn't obstruct replication, but it does give rise to an error in replication so that the newly formed DNA strand carries the mutation and you've got a virus again. All this is academic. You were made as well as we could make you, but not to last. The light that burns twice as bright burns half as long. And you have turned so very, very bright you are. Look at you. You're the prodigal self. You're quite a fire. I doubt questionable things, also extraordinary things. Never. Nothing the god of biomechanics would let you.
Goddamn, I've been doing this way too long. All right, folks, here we go. Another crazy shite is what we're going over today. So here we blow. Let me just get into this and no, stop that and things and stuff. Let's get into the intro-y stuffs, and then we'll bring in our guests and we will blow on from there. Hopefully more people join us. I know we are half an hour earlier than normal, but I'm exhausted from doing the events from the weekend, so I thought that it would be better for everybody if we did this a little bit earlier so I could get through this. And hopefully we can just watch most of the documentary and give our 2 cents whenever, but I'm gonna sit back and we're gonna delve into listening to these professionals tell us why people get into conspiracy theories. So without further ado, here goes the intro.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard! Action Bastard, I need you! Action Bastard, I need you! Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. Okay, give me just a millisecond. We're doing this right quick. We've got, there we go. Oh, stop, don't. Okay, good. It's not doing what it thinks it wants to do. Give me just 1 second to get into here. Is it, well, I don't know. It may be you. Does anybody else not see it playing? Yeah, thank you. I oh my Jeebus Christ. Oh my Jeebus. Oh my Jeebus. Oh my Jeebus. Stop. Okay. Were things not playing? Everybody tell us in the side of my chats if that was a thing that didn't happen. Anyways. Ooh, Todd Ferguson, Fluriment Supervisor. Awesome. We'll get to talking to you in a second. Let's do this right quick. I'm just going to download something because I think I can do one more. Yep, we can. So give me just a millisecond, then we will begin bringing in everybody with their intros. It should do that in a second. Okay, let's begin bringing in peeps. So, of course, our first guest is, I don't know where our co-host is. I believe they're probably taking a nap. If there's anybody out there who can get a hold of the co-host, let them know we're going. They probably passed out. They were up all night doing personal stuff. Anyways, so let's bring people in.
Yeah, we are in the place to be.
Ooh, there's extras. Ooh. Nice. I really like that. That's an awesome intro there, Gio. How's everyone doing?
Oh, Monday adventures.
What computer are you talking about?
Buses Los? What?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, are you not seeing all the stuff? I think that's on your end. You may need to
I
refresh
think it's only the
something.
thing for the microphone. I'm really not sure what he's talking about because I have not. I haven't done
He's
what
talking
he's
about
saying.
I said hello, everyone, but my mic was muted.
Pesky muted mics. We should
Can
all
you hear
switch
me?
to Nathaniel. Yes.
Mic check.
Wait. Yeah, we can
Yep,
hear
you're
you.
5 Sam.
Wait, we should all move to a testicle microphone? Is that what you're saying, Ember?
Nathaniel
How does that work?
instead of
How
Mike.
does that work, sir? A close-up mic. Never mind. We'll talk about the internal microphones later. Anyways, Gio, let's go ahead and just get into the stuff and things. Why we're part of the reason why we're having you as a guest. But I would love to have you as a guest anytime, other than helping you out with this. But will you go through and let people know what's the stuff and things? And you're blue in the chat, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead, once you describe this, let people know the way we're going to do this, just like we always do when we do helping people with stuff and things, is if you send money to Geo, I will do, the blue is $10 and the red is $5. So send, once he lets you know exactly what's happening and why we're helping Geo today for this. If you send money to him, I will do the shots and the things, and everybody here already knows what that means. So Gio, go ahead and let us know how we're going to be trying to help you out today, or how we will be.
Well, I've hit on some. It's kind of hard. I'm going to try not to be emotional, but
just be like, you need help with this for this, and we understand. None of us are judging or even, we love you and we're here for you, and that's why we brought you on, and we're going to be here to help you. Just let us know what's actually happening and kind of give us,
right. Well, the main gist is I have medical bills I can't afford to pay. My insurance doesn't cover all the costs, and it's astronomical, the costs that I'm incurring. And it's more than I have. You know what I mean? I mean, I live off of the state, and that's all the money I have.
Yes.
And everything I own is in this one little room. I rent a room in someone's home. So I don't have much to speak of. I have no assets. I have really nothing. All I have is what I've managed to save, which is only like one paycheck away from being homeless.
Most of us are Americans. We understand that.
So, I had dental bills last year. Last year that swamped me, and I tried to recover from that. And now I have more dental bills that I can't afford. And I have also other bills that I'm incurring from my leg. I hurt my leg. I ride a bicycle. I'm an avid bicyclist and cyclist, and I hurt my leg just last week. My calf blew out. I blew out my calf. So now I have no means of transportation, because that was my means of transportation. So now I'm sitting here with my leg all fucked up. And I've been like this for about a week, and I have dental surgery coming up that I can't afford, and I have some other bills coming up from emergency room visits that I have to pay for, and I just don't have the money. So I'm asking for donations, and I have a PayPal donation link. That's the only thing I have that I can use.
Yeah, and please. So anybody out there that has ever had problems with their teeth, which most of us have, and we know how annoying that shit is and how painful mouth stuff is, and knee stuff, most of us have had knee, ankle, and other problems like that. So if anybody out there can help, please help out Geo. I normally ask for you to donate money to me to do shots, but if you donate to a Geo like we normally do, Geo, just let me know when people, if you can notice they send you stuff, let me know and we'll do shots. And if you did send money to Geo, put it in the Cinema chats, and then I will do shots just like we normally do to raise money to help people out, not just myself. So if money gets sent to him, I will torture myself by doing shots, just like we always do.
Well, every little bit helps. Every little bit
Yes.
helps. So,
Yeah.
you know, I've gotten a few donations, but nothing really significant. But that's okay. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, that's
Well,
you know.
we'll see if we can help raise you some money today by people wanting to get me drunk to help you. That's the way it works on the
Well,
streams.
well, there is there is an amount I'm shooting for, but it's not made public. So you know, it's in the thousands. Put it that way.
Okay.
And
Well, we'll try
yeah,
helping as
so
much as possible for sure.
thank you, Slim.
Yeah, so everybody, we'll get to that in a second. Let's say hello to the side chat, and then I will put that up on the bottom for a second, Geo, once we get to that. But let's say hello to our side of my chats very quick, and then we'll blow on to the meat, potatoes, and basting of the turkey that we're going to get into today for the subject. So everybody, let's say hello to the Canadian Ollieman, the Bex. We have a captive desk here as well, and I watched some of your videos and they were amazing. Captive, I really like your content. Everybody go over to Captive Dex channel and subscribe and go watch all of their stuff. One of these days I may use some of your content if you're okay with that, Captive, because you're an awesome content creator. And we have our Schitt Crusher. Go ahead.
Oh, hail Bigfoot. That's Dave's thing.
Yeah, hail Bigfoot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's so funny. The Bigfooty thingy that some of these content creators have been going over about that we've talked about. Anyways, so our Schitt Crashers here, and they're our channel sponsor. And since they're our channel sponsor, here is their commercial, which is. So thank you, Skits, for being our channel sponsor and being so amazing for our whole community and helping support a lot of us. We have the Deep State Station. We'll be listening. I'm somewhere in between Buffalo and home. Hello, everybody. Well, hopefully you have a safe trip and it's not too icy and cold where you're at. Because I believe, even though I don't think the Arctic storm is happening, I still believe that it's very, very cold there. Let's see. Todd Ferguson, Fleur Ment supervisor. Welcome. I think this is the first time you've been here. Otherwise, you may have changed your name. I think Todd Ferguson's been here, but I think you changed your name. But welcome, as always. We love everybody here. And excuse me, pardon me. Let's see. Wait, what did I say? No, Allie, you're golden. We don't hear anything from you so far. It's not like when we first started streaming with you and we could hear all the background noise constantly. No, you're golden. So anyways, let's get to, so there is the PayPal donation link. That's a really, really long link, but anyways, it's okay. So just like what I just said, Schitt Crasher is the community's sponsor. That's pretty much how it goes. So I believe, Geo, you should have been sent some stuff in for things. If I get it instead, I will send it back to you. Okay, Geo, everything that we get today will go to you. If anybody sends me anything for shots, I will resend it back to you. Okay. But I believe Schitt Crasher may have sent you thing, and it looks like 5 shots. So Schitt Crasher, are we doing 5 shots of pink, or are we doing 2 of blue and 1 of pink? You tell me how you want me to do this.
There was a donation, $25 donation.
Just a 1.5?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let Skits let us know how you sent it, and we'll go from there. Never mind. Hold on. We'll get it figured out. No, like I was saying, everything that gets donated today to us goes to Geo no matter what. So I will send it to you, Geo. So don't worry about that. And I believe he probably sent it to you, but it doesn't matter. We'll figure that out later. Let's say hello to one of our newer people, Snark and Sass. I feel like you are a new person here as well. So I welcome. And if you're not new, tell me I'm a dumbass and I don't remember everybody. We have a lot of people that come in and out of inside of us. I mean, through our stream. So the station gave the sunglasses. Yes, Schismocrasher said that they did send it to your link, Sam. So if you didn't get it yet, it's okay. Once again, we'll get it all figured out by the end of this. So Skits, you did not tell me how do you want me to do shots. You got to tell me that. Oh my God, Canadian. Okay, let's read this. There is only one flat in quotations Earth argument that makes sense. The Earth is covered by approximate 70% water, and that water is not carbonated. Therefore, the Earth is flat in quotation. Yes, exactly. We've freaking done this again and again, Ollie. Yes, we've made that joke over and over. We're not even talking about flat Earth today. God damn it! No, I'm just kidding. It's okay.
I've gotten another donation, but it's for 20. I can't say who it's from because I don't know. I don't want to dox anyone.
No worries. Again, if people are saying they sent blah blah blah, I'm sure that they did.
But there are other. I put links and I spoke to other people today as well because today today was the big day for me. I needed to really push this out.
Totally. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do the 2 pink and 1 blue, and then once again, if anybody in our side of a chat sends Geo money, let us know in the side chat what you sent and the things, and then we'll go from there. And if it doesn't seem to even out at the end, Geo, once I will try to send you money. It might have to be, well, we'll see.
All right,
I don't have extra money until after this weekend, but we're trying. Geo.
I understand. I have a clip I run when I have to go away, so you'll know I'm away, and when I come back, because I have to go feed the dogs. I have to hobble down and feed the dogs and stuff. So I'm gonna be away for a minute or two.
Will you just share that right quick to show us what that's gonna be like?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it right now. Matter of fact.
Sweet, perfect.
This is it right here.
This is it. Sweet, awesome. Okay, Geo, we'll see you when you get back.
All right, I'll see you in a few.
Yes, definitely, brother. Do whatever you need to do and take your time. We'll be here for stupid amount of time because this isn't going to be a short stream. We haven't even gotten to the content yet, and we're 29 minutes in. Hey, Beach 8, and then we have our Demons of the Orbs as well. So once Geo does get back, then we'll go ahead and do some of the shots because he needs to see us doing these things anyways. Oh, Jeebus Christ. Okay, well, really quick, we have our and there is our Ollie Man. How are you doing, sir?
Keep your stick on the ice. I'm doing all right.
That is a very Canadian intro.
Wait. If I keep my dick on the ice, doesn't it get frozen to that? Oh, you said stick. Never mind. That's completely different. That's something different.
Yes. They can both be referred to as wood, but not in this situation.
Yeah. But not in, you don't want to put your wood on that ice in those degrees because you'll never get it off. Anyway.
If you do, make sure you have warm water really handy.
At least that because it's just like in the Christmas Story, is that what it's called, where the
where
little kid
tongue on the pipe? Yep.
Yeah, he stuck his. And how many of us ever did that when we were teenagers?
I did it through a window.
I did it to something. I don't remember. I think it was a poll. Or I did it to some frozen object when I was an early teen, but we were able to get it off pretty easily. I think I just like kind of spit on it or something, and I was able to get it off.
If you can create some good saliva, you should be able to get yourself unstuck. That's the problem. Your mouth dries out and then you can't. But when I got stuck to the window ended up heating up enough that I didn't get stuck for that long as it was.
You could just breathe in. And so what we're getting at, folks, is remember, lubrication's your best friend. Your significant other will thank you later. Oh, that's something different. Never mind. Anyways, let's begin blowing on about you didn't know about know if you did this, but you have seen plenty of mittens and gloves. I have no idea what that exactly means, but okay, we'll go with it. But here we blow. Let's begin getting into this. Today, we're gonna try to like let this play a little bit more so we can get through most of it, because it's actually like a therapist and doctors and people in the industry that are talking about how people are falling into conspiracy theories. Not exactly the conspiracy theories themselves, but why smart people and why other people may be willing to accept weird ideologies that wouldn't fit their lifestyle narratives normally. Let's put it that way. I guess the best way to put it.
Tonight,
Okay, we're gonna put it on a little bit quick, and we'll put on closed captionings, and we'll go from there.
So I will direct all states, tribes, and territories to make all adults, people 18 and over,
that's true,
eligible to be vaccinated no later than May 1.
We have gone from 6% of U.S. adults with one shot on the day the president offered to more than 60% in just 4 months.
All right, well, as we've been telling you, frontline workers are among the first to receive the vaccine. And this morning, we're joined by two of them going to get their vaccination live. Oh my gosh, I'm talking to you and I feel bad. Healing a shot. In upstate New York hospital.
That's fake. They weren't real needles. Never mind. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, YouTube.
Near Syracuse will stop delivering babies in its maternity unit next week after too many workers resigned over vaccine mandates.
This Louisiana State Board of Elementary and Secondary Education meeting was adjourned after a ruckus crowd refused to put on masks.
Science is not fact.
Science is not fact. Are you kidding me?
Shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch.
Wait, how is science not fact? What are you talking about? The only way that son of a bee sting, like, okay, we're gonna go over this like really quick, even though like all of us know
Science
this
is not fact. I bet you she's gonna follow up with the Bible is though. Holy fuck.
No, of course. She's gonna quote the Bible in some way, shape, or form and say that is proof, because God wouldn't let somebody put it in the Bible if it wasn't true. But once again, blah 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 chapter your mom's vagina says in the Bible, man is infallible, so he will always make up things, or he will always write down or talk about things that are only going to be for his interest, right? So if God gives them the translation to translate it into the Bible, he already said man is fallible, and he's only going to use the word of man to propagate his own self-interest. It's in the Bible. It already tells you that the Bible's fucking fake because a man wrote it down from a translation that they got from God. Blah. It already proves it's fucking fake.
Is meant to be challenged. There is no pandemic amongst children.
Over the past year.
Oh my Jesus. Okay. I want to get to actually the stuff and the things, and we don't really need to like commentate on this. We already know all of this is fucking bullshit.
Have swept the globe.
And why?
Our trust in media and governments seems to have completely eroded. And we become so fractured as a society, we can't even agree to protect one another from a deadly virus. Conspiracy has fractured our limbs. My name is Charles Creel.
Why is it so scary to wear a mask?
My personal project for
I never understood why it was so scary to wear a mask. Do I want to wear one now? Hell no. And unfortunately, like, like there's not enough people wearing them, so it doesn't matter. But during this time when there was a thing, like, why was it so scary to wear a mask? And like, I would wear a mask if people were asking us to wear them again in a lot of situations. But Like, why
My
was that so
freedom, though.
scary? What?
I never understood why people found it so intimidating in the first place. Maybe just speculating, but maybe it was because they couldn't see the lower part of a person's face, and that like weirded them out. Like I can't read enough of their body language to tell if they're hostile or not.
I can't tell if you're hot. I can't tell. I can't tell if you're ugly or you're hot. Like I can't talk to you if you're ugly, and if I can't tell if you're ugly, then I'm not gonna. No, I feel kind of like that. Thank you, Ember, for saying it that way. I do believe it was like part of it. But I actually liked wearing a mask for a while because then motherfuckers couldn't see my face, even though I was tattooed for my whole face. And after a while, I kind of did get pissed that like I was not being able to show off my tattooed face. But I would rather be healthy than not in front of the public. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just redonkulous. These people are so anti this, but now you see what all of the Patriot Front and all of these fascist troops are doing now. They're all covering their fucking faces. Oh, you didn't want to cover your face when you needed to save people's lives. Oh, now you're going to do it to save your life only and to not get doxxed and to not lose your job. Oh, I see how it is, you fucking cunts. Okay, anyways, let's keep moving on.
Several years, from monitoring disinformation spread and impact in war zones to advising governments on fighting propaganda campaigns within their own borders. The normalization of disinformation is now so complete that as we speak, nearly 50 million Americans believe the country is run.
Oh, wait. As soon as Geo gets back, somebody remind me to do shots. Well, I'll do one right now. So the more that you donate to Geo, the more shots we do. If you do donate to Geo, let us know in the side chat so that we can reciprocate, because PayPal and some of the other thingy-mabobbers, they don't tell you right away if you did send money. So, and if anybody sends me money, all of that money will be going to Geo today as well. And I will still do shots and all that. So here is me shooting some pink just for you, Skits. Bow, bow. Anyways, here we go. I'd like to be inside your pink, Skits. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. Oh my God. Oh. Bad vodka.
Bad vodka.
Oh my God. Bad vodka. Okay, Gio, there was one.
Yeah. I remember back in the day, I used to drink a lot of vodka. And I used to go to a buddy of mine's place, and we'd mix vodka and orange juice. But we wouldn't really do a good job of mixing it. And if you don't do that when you're drinking vodka and orange juice, the vodka just sits in its own little pockets inside the orange juice. So you'll be drinking orange juice and suddenly get a straight shot of vodka. It's like, vodka pocket. Woo!
Well, do you know there's a reason why they put that in the little shaker and they shake it? There's a reason you do that for mixed drinks.
We didn't shake it on purpose just so we get that extra little woo!
Yeah. Well, definitely. And when you're college age or whatever, you wouldn't understand the way mixing, or even a teenager young or whatever, you don't understand how mixing actually works. It wasn't until
I was in my late 20s at this time, dude. We were doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Well, sure. But I went to bartending school in 2002 or 3, I think is when it was. And then I was like, oh, I get how to mix things, or okay, that's why you put things in a certain order, and you either you normally will shake stuff, stirring stuff, and that's a fake kind of thing. That was only done in the movie because they wanted to be pretending they were fancy.
This just occurred to me right now, but is that the reason why Bond said shaken, not stirred?
Yeah.
Vodka martini?
Yeah. And it was him being fancy, because you don't actually stir a martini into being a thing. So there was no actual reason for him to say that, because you would usually shake a martini. it would be a very, very light shaking. You barely wanted to get the ice over the components that were put into it, and then you strain it very lightly into it. It wasn't a hard shake like you would do with a normal cocktail, but there's not a real reason that you would stir those ingredients together. But anyways, yeah, exactly, Skits. The more you get me drunk, the less I remember to stir. That's how that goes. So let's keep blowing on. I'm going to go ahead and do this just because that's what we do with people that aren't on the video. So you get to be on the bottom, Ember, and then Al Trucker, you get to be on the bottom. I don't know if you've ever been a bottom, Al, but now you've been one at least. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with this. And I do have 2 more shots to do, so we'll do that in just a second.
By a cult of blood-drinking pedophiles.
We know who you are. No more now.
Okay, so in this case that just happened before that, and the people in the car, they were health workers at a school, and they were having their car pummeled because they're being called pedos because they were going along with the health system that was going along at the time, which is asking people to wear masks. That was the only thing that they were asking for people to do at school. This gentleman, they're saying that he is a FBI agent or something, and he's literally just a news reporter, or he may not even have been a news reporter. They're just, they don't know who this dude is, and they're just saying he is something that he's not. So again, this is what's going on with the disinformation of the conspiracy theories. This guy has nothing to do with trying to overrun whatever Trump rally they're at, or right-wing rally they're at, or anti-vax rally. I think it's an anti-vax rally that's happening right now.
How did we get here?
I need help. I think I'm the coronavirus. I'm scared too. I don't want you to hurt me.
She's the coronavirus.
What?
She said, I think I'm the coronavirus. Isn't that what she said?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, she's fucked up. I'm sure she just meant, I think I have corona. But I think what she said was, yeah.
I think I am the coronavirus. No, it says that. I think I am the coronavirus down here. Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's listen to this once again.
I think I'm the coronavirus. I'm scared too. I don't want you to hurt me.
Captive, will you let me know how many shots I have to do?
We had a global pandemic happening at the same time as a racial justice pandemic, happening at the same time as an economic disruption. What ended up happening was
we need to all understand how many things culminated together at once to make all this craziness happen. There would not be so much conspiracy theorial stuff happening if Trump didn't get in, and then the coronavirus and like a handful of other things. They all culminated together to make this insanity, which is like mind-boggling that we're actually here still.
The perfect storm.
It's hard to discuss conspiracy without talking about QAnon. It's a multi-conspiracy that's grown to near religious popularity, scooping up other conspiracies in the process.
QAnon.
Mia Bloom, a professor with Georgia State University, co-wrote the book Pastels and Pedophiles, Inside the Mind of QAnon.
Part of the problem is that, unlike in the olden days where the news was decidedly objective, and you wouldn't have known what position Walter Cronkite personally took or who he voted for, in the last 20 years, especially with the ascendancy of Fox News, you've had...
Okay, this shit pisses me off. Because the reason the news was unbiased was because of the fairness doctrine that the Republicans got rid of because they couldn't lie to the public.
And that's why we're fucked right now. Exactly. You still have to let us know, Captive, what you sent. But I do believe we have one blue to do. Wait, what does that mean? Anyways. Excuse me, pardon me. Jesus Christ, I did not mean to burp.
Cuckoo chew.
Yeah, cuckoo
I
chew.
am.
I am the walrus. Boo, 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 boo. I am the Eggman, or whatever, right? Isn't that the what we're
something
never
like that.
mind. Yeah. Anyways, so here we go. Cheers, bro. Salutes, Lanche, Skull, and Lahayim.
Good luck with that blue shit. I hate it. I hate it for you.
I fucking hate the blues so much. Oh my god. Bad vodka. Oh Jesus. Son of a bee sting. Okay.
Laha? What?
Don't make me say all the fucking cheers from around the world. There's 200 of them. We'll be here for a year if I have to do that for you all.
Shit, the Russians alone have 200 of them.
Dude, the Irish and
Katirika.
Just the Celtic and Gaelic, dude. There's so many freaking of them for those as well. It's insane. Like, anyways, let's keep blowing on. What we're doing, just like always, is we have to keep pausing this every once in a blue moon for fair use, and I have to at least say something if we're not going to talk about how fucking stupid all this is that we're listening to. Once again, YouTube, we do not believe in anything that we're showing you here that is for stealing of stuff and things and stuff, and or everything that we're showing is not our opinion. And most of the time we are anti whatever is being shown on here, especially violence and misinformation and fake stealing of the votes or claiming stealing of the votes. I do not believe in that. And they just did a thing the other day on one state, and they found 2,000 more votes for Biden that were hidden or that weren't counted in Michigan or some other state because they went and re-looked into it, and they actually found out there was more. So
Isn't it interesting that you basically just had to offer a prayer to the algorithm? Except we know the algorithm is real because we can demonstrate that one.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Mangoes, if you can join us, that would be amazing. We would love to hear your laugh for this. I think we need
Mango!
I think we need that. So if you can join us, that'd be amazing. If not, we totally understand. We know that you have to deal with lives and stuff and things because I think that you're still in the middle of things and stuff. I hope that gets all figured out soon. And if you need me to help figure that out, just hit me up later and we'll talk about it. Anyways, let's keep going on with this.
And very curated content. In many ways, it becomes an echo chamber where people only get news with which they agree.
Yeah, and when you only are on Rumble, or you're only on 4chan, or you're only on Twitter, now is its own echo chamber as well. You're going to get stuck inside of those things, and that's a major problem that a lot of people have, and that's why I try to expand my tentacles out into as many fields and areas as I can. I hate that I watch all of these right-wing publications and or channels and stuff, but it's like I have to, because the only way for me to understand or to look into these conspiracy theories or weird things, I have to get into it, unfortunately. You're welcome, everybody.
Oh yeah, that's the main.
So you don't have to.
That's the thing though, is that's why the main difference between a thinker and a blinker is, people like us go look at what the other side is saying, but the other side, they just shove their heads up their own asses.
Well, they only will find or listen to or read content that fits their narrative. That's exactly why the Bible is such a harmful thing. Once again, let me say this. If you're spiritual, if you're religious, that's fine. It's the extremisms that are extremists that we have a problem. So once you take the Bible and you say, we need to get rid of all the brown and black people because of the whatever of the Solomon thing or something, or the reason why this is because of the Tower of Babel, or this culture is more blah 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 yakety schmackety because of the Aryan nation that was in blah blah blah, and now all the people that came from there is, and then the Cain thing, right? It's the Cain thing, yeah, where the white people came from or whatever, and then blah blah blah. That's what we have a problem with, and those are the harmful people that turn people into fascists, evangelicals, and white nationalists in the Americas, and that's what we're trying to talk about and get rid of, and hopefully dissolve, because the Patriot Front, the 3%ers, and the other douche nozzles that I can't think of that are going to talk about in a second, with Ontario, blah blah blah. They've grown so much in this country and around the world. Right now, we're having like Nazi problems in like Sweden and Germany and a couple other places in the Europes right now. Didn't somebody in Argentina? I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that. But didn't we just have like a dictator-esque fascist regime go into a country recently? And I don't remember which one, so I'm not going to say it. And if anybody could help me with that, that would be amazing. And if not, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's why we're doing this, and that's why we're going over this, is to hopefully, I honestly don't think that we're going to change anybody's mind, because no kids, no 18-year-olds are ever going to see this stream. It's only going to be us. But if I don't talk about these things and try to get these things out, then I don't feel like I'm doing my purpose. Even though on stage and out in public, I do a lot of, like, I got a street preacher.
Someone's at the door. I'm at the door. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I have to go.
Put your beer right back up.
Can I offer a hot take, Slim?
Go ahead right quick before I say one more thing before we get further into this, because
I just want to say about like the algorithms and the way stuff goes, and the news being curated in one direction. I believe that's true. I believe the algorithms push news, but hateful bigotry isn't fucking news. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, and it matters on which version of where you go to look at that, and like that's why you need to look at multiple resources to find out if you can get closer to that. Anyways, you love my pause game on this. Look at Homegirl's face. That's fucking amazing. Anyways, like I've said in the past, I worked for NBC, CBS, and Fox News. I would sell $10,000 news packets to the different news organizations, and most of the time I did it on or against rich people, and Fox News would buy it and they would throw it in the trash, because once you buy a news story under a certain subject, that person or that organization cannot make a news subject about that again. So I was the one who did the research to find this, and no other organization knew this. And I did kind of have an upper hand. Like my best friend and a handful of other best friends, they knew like contractors in San Diego that were working on $1 million structural things. But let me say this right quick before we get further into this. There is the Mexico Farmers Park down south of downtown San Diego, and there's freeways that are going over it, because they actually, there was this park that was in remembrance of the 1930s farmers revolution in San Diego, and so this park was set up to be a memorial for that. And then of course San Diego County decided to put multiple freeways over the park. And so on all of the structural things that were holding up all of the bridges or all of the freeways, Mexican artists got permission from the government to make murals on all of these structures. So there were all these beautiful pro Mexican farmers in the Americas murals that were put on this. So one year, a multi-million-dollar company came in and they wanted to destroy all of the park and move the freeways over so they could put up multi-million-dollar condos for rich people. So me and my homie who were doing all the news stuff, we went down there and we recorded all of the protests that happened for 2 weeks straight. We went down every single day. I almost got killed twice. They saw a white boy down there with a camera, and they were like, "You're here to like be on their side." And then we were like, "No. We're on your side, homie. We're here to make sure this keeps being here. I want you to all be here. Like, I love having this be a thing." But I had gangsters run up to me with guns and they pointed at my head and they almost stole all my equipment. And luckily we were able to be like, no, we're here to help you. And we actually saved that park by having NBC do a 2-week news special on it to talk about the history of the Farmers Revolution. And nobody even knew what the Farmers Revolution at the time was, most people in San Diego. And we actually got that propagated, so a lot of people got to like learn what that was. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with this.
What they're seeing is actually true. They don't know if they're reading things on Facebook, if that's rumor or fact. And so you have the normal psychological processes of confirmation bias, people doubling and tripling down.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. It doesn't matter too much to me as long as you got a good shot. So
yeah, it's a compromise of a thing. You could.
That's all right.
Yep.
Kyle is one of the smartest people I know. He's worked in politics in the US and now runs a charitable organization aimed at keeping voting fair and transparent in the United Kingdom. He's also written a book exploring how big tech has broken our society and what we can do about it.
The amount of information we are now exposed to on a regular basis is simply incomprehensible for our brains. And so we're rewiring our brains to make faster decisions because of information overload. And the fastest decision you can make is to disregard stuff that doesn't reaffirm something that's already been ticked off in your mind.
And so like the main example or the easy example of this is when we were living in the bushes or we were living out in the wilderness, if you hear a rattle in the bush or you hear a rattle in the tree, our first instinct is going to be, it is a predator and we should run away from it and not run towards it, right? It's fight or flight. And at that point, it's going to be flight because that is what that's who survived. The people who went to fight, it may have been a tiger or a lion or something and it killed them. But your flight reaction, it was causing you to assume something, and without checking whether it was, you ran away still thinking that was the thing, right? That's where conspiracy theorists or theorism happens, what's inside your own brain. Something happens immediately to you, and then the first thought that you have, you're going to kind of run with. And if you don't look into it, which is what conspiracy theorists don't do, or they keep looking into the wrong resources, that's why they keep believing. Where the rest of us go, oh, well, let me look into where the source came from, or let me look into this, or I'm not going to believe it on face value yet. Let me hear it 5 more times in different places, and then maybe I'll believe in it, once we're adults. As a young kid, wives' tales you're getting taught, and then that helps push that into that as well. And if you got brought up in a religious format, some way, shape, or form, then you're already kind of pre-programmed to believe in what your authority figures tell you. And if they tell you there's a lion behind that tree, well, then you're going to immediately just believe them without any other resource telling you whether that's true or not. And so then that's where we fall into just believing in the first senses or the first couple of times somebody we trust says, but are they telling the truth? You need to actually do more research to find that out.
And so even though you could go and find the truth, you don't want to.
See, yeah.
To try to dig to the bottom of the problem, I thought I'd start with a professor of history.
Students, when they arrive on the campus, are
I'm going to just turn this up a little bit. There we
very
go.
skeptical. In fact, some of them have even completely tuned off of social media. And some of them will even say to me in a fake news class, I don't follow the news anymore. So historians know that fake news has been with us really forever. One can go back to ancient Greece, one can go back to the Roman Republic, medieval Europe. And so what I like to do in my classes is start out with some historical examples, and then we move up to the 21st century.
Am I good, Charles? Yeah. Okay. My name is Nina Jankowicz. My current title is Disinformation Fellow at the Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars, which is a nonprofit, nonpartisan think tank here in
Jeebus, say that 3 times fast.
Washington. I would have preferred the title Counter Disinformation Fellow, but nobody asked me, so here we are. You use the term fake news. I really hate the term fake news, even though it is in the subtitle of my book. It's not a helpful term because it's become so politicized lately. And politicians, they love to use that term to describe anything that's politically inconvenient. And really, disinformation isn't cut and dry untrue. It often is grounded in a kernel of truth or in lived experience and emotion.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so powerful. So to describe it all as false is just incorrect.
Raymond, fondly called Dr. Ray by his patients, runs a chiropractic clinic in South Carolina.
For
a chiropractor, he has an enormous following on social media. Popularity he gained by posting memes, criticizing vaccinations, and the official COVID narrative.
As far as news-wise, I try to stay away from the news. Very negative. I'm a very optimistic person. So what I do is I surround myself around like-minded people and really take it in to see what that does with me and how I can use the information essentially.
So you don't like real information, and the way that you can get around that is if nobody ever tells you that or you never hear anything negative that you don't want to hear, then you can keep going on and thinking that your life is fucking amazing and perfect, and that diseases, viruses, and you don't need a vaccine, and or go see a doctor every once in a while, especially like if you're having heart problems or liver and or other things. Getting into chiropractic is very fucking easy. It's like a course or two that you go to. There's no real science to it per se. I went to a chiropractor for a lot of my life, and yes, did it feel like it helped? Totally. But I don't know exactly if it did or not. But like he is just saying, if I don't hear it, then it doesn't exist. Well, of course, that's not how the world works, because if you were never taught what viruses are, or how to not get the flu or other diseases like through bacteria and other things, well, that's great that you don't know about them, but you're still gonna fucking get them, you weirdo.
The reason why they're, I guess, losing the trust in the population and the community is because I feel like for so many years we have been lied to for certain things. If you've been in any type of relationship, when you're lied to, it doesn't feel good, and you lose trust, and you may like, okay, I forgive you, and we can continue our relationship. But if you continue to do the same things over and over now, the relationship can't be.
Phil Howard leads the University of Oxford's Internet Institute. There's not one person I know with
You're muted, Slim.
Jesus Christ, I was muted, son of a bitch.
I thought it was on my. I did my little trick.
No, it was on mine. I did it because I was gonna try to eat, but then I wanted to talk. Anyways, yes, I understand being lied to in a relationship and then not wanting to, but there are ways with the government and the news and other people and other ways to double and multiple check it through other resources like the AP and other resources. So it's not just like your significant other cheating on you and then you finding out through one resource or you having another resource by looking at their phone. No, you can go look around the world and see what other people are saying about whatever situation. And hey, Debatable D, good morning to you.
Hi there.
All right, so let's keep blowing on.
With more knowledge about what goes on behind the digital curtain.
All of us have cognitive biases, right? We like information that fits decisions we've already made. We lean into politicians who look like us, who sound like us. We respond well to messages that confirm things we already believe. And so, since many of us like to know the truth, we're eager to know if there's a conspiracy out there. That means some of us consume more and more conspiratorial content.
I've chased disinformation's tail since I worked for UK Parliament. I've been in digital since the late 80s, before the web, and I've witnessed firsthand how technology has rushed ahead of us, leaving us scrambling to catch up, both privately and at the level of the law. But without essential trust in our institutions, we've been left adrift, casting about to find our own facts.
Social media is designed to take advantage of those cognitive biases. And so that may mean that some social media users get more and more and more content that solidifies, that makes them more confident that the things they believe are true.
How did the problem get this bad?
Yeah, the more that you research or keep searching, not research, but keep searching the same things or keep clicking on or looking at certain types of things, you're going to get more and more of that being pushed into your feed, no matter what social media app you're on.
Well, one answer we could probably all recite by now.
There are chat rooms and on Telegram and social media.
For social media.
A few other spots on social media.
Allowing them access to digital megaphones through social media.
Engaging on social media.
The one benefit we have
social
with the
media.
large social media companies.
Or on social media.
Hey, did we mention social media yet?
Yeah. Social media in and of itself.
She was fairly popular on social media.
But it's become more of a problem because
With
social media
social
platforms have become the way in which it is mainly shared.
It might have something to do with social media.
It's just like when the printing press became prevalent around the world, I guess is the best way to put it. I was going to say the Europes, but it was more of around. Then every time somebody could print something and they could hand it out, everybody took that as truth. Because they were like, you can't print something if it's not true. That's not how the world works. No, anybody can say anything inside of a thing. That's what science fiction is. That's what fables. That's what other things. People can make things that aren't things. Like if you have the hen and the fox or whatever that thing is, and they make them humanoid, they're not actually human foxes and human chickens or whatever in that story. It was just an analogy to tell you a story that was going to give you an outcome as a lesson, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The holy algorithm that drives us down the rabbit hole of engagement. Exactly.
It's not just that disinformation exists in Facebook groups and on Twitter. It's the fact that platforms amplify and promote disinformation.
But let's look at what would have happened to somebody before the internet if they thought the earth was flat. They live in a small village and they think to themselves, you know what? I think the earth might be flat. They go down to the pub on a Friday and they say to their friends, you know, I think the earth might be flat. So everyone else in the pub would be like, you're out of your mind. The earth isn't flat. It's obviously round for all these reasons. And that person would then go either, ooh, okay, I'm still going to believe this, but it's not socially acceptable, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Or they would change their mind because enough people they knew and trusted told them the earth isn't flat. Now what does that person do? So they go home, they find the Flat Earth Society on Facebook, which has 3 million plus members globally, and they
that says global members. So that's what you just said. Members globally. So it actually says that on the Flat Earth Society. Global.
I think he actually said local members. He said
it doesn't say no. It says globe something.
Oh, it says globally there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it
Remember
does also
globally.
on their website, because I think they're actually trolls, the Flat Earth Society, because we do not have very much in stuff that goes through the Flat Earth Society that we go over. It's from other content creators. But anyways, let's keep blowing. Hey, Drewzilla.
Maybe we should join and find out what they're all about.
They kicked me out of there. They kicked me out of there because I asked a question. It was really funny.
Oh
But
yeah,
anyways,
they do
let's
not
keep
like
going.
questions.
Yeah,
I got gifted a membership on Bev's channel, but they did not like any of the questions I asked them.
Yeah, well, god damn it. We'll talk about Bev later.
Yeah, Bev's another story.
People have asked me what can be done, and the hard truth is there's no silver bullet. But I do know the starting point that a lot of people come at it with, and at that point is getting us nowhere.
Albert Watkins says, quote, "A lot of these defendants, and I'm going to use this colloquial term, perhaps disrespectfully, but they're all effing short bus people. These are people with brain damage. They're effing retarded. They're on the goddamn spectrum."
Oh, I like how everything else they bleeped out except for the hard R word.
Yeah, it's funny.
Jesus Christ. Thanks for saying that on my stream.
I would have rather they
anyways.
said the F word than the other stuff.
Yeah, me
which
too.
is way more offensive.
That's what I was getting
Yeah.
at. Like, block out every other word except for the hard R. Yeah, thanks for that, you douche nozzle. No,
that guy was
the worst
quoting.
word
That guy
I've-
was quoting someone. So I don't necessarily want to take a 2x4 to their face, but I do want to find the person that he's quoting.
Well, and the news company that showed us that and then did the editing of that text, they were in the wrong as well. So there's 3 people technically in the wrong. We should not have saw the hard R. We should have saw the F word way first, because that's way less offensive, I believe.
I'm
So
totally
anyways,
not
keep going
offended
on.
by the F word. I am offended by the other derogatory. Treating people in
Yeah,
a derogatory
that's-
way is way more offensive to me than saying the F word.
That's what I was getting at. So here we go.
What was either said to me or implied to me was that it happens because moms are stupid or because moms are credulous and not skeptical enough.
I wouldn't even call it skepticism, because skepticism is like in its root a positive thing. I would encourage people to be skeptical to things.
Dr. Kaveh Rashidi has spent the last year fighting the pandemic and vaccine skepticism on the front line in Norway. But the people he's fighting are just as determined.
That you're being deceived based on very, very simple.
No, lady, you want to know how you're being deceived? The fucking hair coloring you have in, the makeup that you're using, how you're doing your eyebrows, the fucking the boob job you have, all of the things that you have done to yourself to fit into the narrative of being the beauty in societal norms. You're being tricked, you dumb cunt. We're not being tricked from taking something that's life-saving, which is the vaccine, and or getting medical things done to us to help our heart rate, our cholesterol, our blood pressure, and a handful of other things. Bitch, you're a pretty little cunt. Your significant other or your family is paying for you to look that beautiful, you twat. Your eyelashes are fake. What else is on you is fake. You probably had the vaginal surgery to make your twat tighter too. That is all the fucking things that are not natural. And you're going to tell us that it's not natural for us to do the things we do, and or if we are transgender or we have body dysmorphia, for us not to be turned into things we want to be turned into. Oh, you did all that, but we can't do what we want to do. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Because literally, when you look like that, you can't tell me that we can't do what we want to do after you had all the surgeries and all the... How much Botox have you had put into your fucking body, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Oh my Jeebus, why are we talking about Flatzoid? Anyways, let's read this record. I'm sitting here trying to put a video together of Flatzoid getting confused about where that land, because I always mispronounce that, because I think it's Auckland, but I don't know if it's exactly. Anyway, yeah, right? It's at Auckland? Okay,
Auckland.
anyways.
Auckland.
Yeah, it is. And it was a good laugh, and I want to carry over in the video. Definitely. Cool Aid Drink Club. That's amazing. Yes, definitely. That's awesome. I'm guessing you're not blue. Do you have a link that you want to share in the side of my chats? debatable. If you do, then we'll make you blue in a second. But once again, this cunt is telling us how to live our lives by not being processed meat bags or whatever. And then look at what she's done to herself to make her fit into the beauty standard of the Americas, which I'm guessing she's in the Americas. Which is,
we don't know her geography. Her accent didn't sound outside of your general neck of the woods there, Slim.
well, yeah, that's why I was getting. I figured she may, but there's a lot of Canadians that are good at hiding their accents to make them sound.
Yeah, but not
American,
me though.
So, yeah, no, of course not.
Didn't this
not
post
the
start someplace isn't this like originated in Auckland, and it's somebody fighting against somebody that's, so isn't it overseas someplace? I'm just saying from what
No, Auckland was the flatoid thing.
This is from the chatter. I don't think the person debatable D is talking about Auckland. I don't think.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
I
think
know.
the person on screen, Crystal, whoever.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
but
The documentary person. Yeah.
Yeah, the
But anyways-
documentary person was from the Netherlands or something like that. Then wasn't it?
The Sweden
yeah,
was the doctor,
Yeah.
but then they cut to this woman who may live in Sweden, but she
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
speak
but
with a very
she's the
Swedish
example.
accent.
She's the example of what he's fighting against, though, in his home
Yes.
country. I thought.
Yeah,
I would have thought so too, but she does not speak with a Swedish accent. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything.
Well,
She can live anywhere.
Let's go a little bit further into this, and if we figure it out, cool. If not, who gives a fuck about this cunt? Anyways,
I think you just
Wasn't it
guessed that, Al.
Norway?
She's an American that moved over there.
oh my god! Somebody take a screenshot of that shit. Look at her fucking eyes and that stare and off into the distance. And okay, anyways, let's keep going
Reading the
on.
cue cards. Tell her what she thinks.
My pause game is amazing today. Is all I gotta say.
Research.
But this is just more like stupidity, and people who think that their stupidity is worth something.
They said the doctor said he was from Norway.
What if I said, like
Okay.
this? Is it too loud?
No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Jeg kjenner faktisk ingen som har blitt smittet av covid-19. Det er helt ærlig. Jeg har faktisk spurt
the
på
COVID,
sosiale medier
honestly,
i ulike
social media and
diskusjonsgrupper,
its forums.
og det er heller ingen der som kjenner noen som har blitt
That
smittet.
nobody knows
Og det synes jeg er
anyone
litt rart.
either.
Vårt fokus!
So she's saying that nobody knows anybody who's died of COVID, because she's gonna get up on this soapbox and she's gonna say that it's all fake and that nobody has ever died from it. It's all fluffed up numbers about blah blah blah. Even though almost everybody here that's going to watch this right now and is or going to watch this later has known somebody who's been affected by the COVIDs and or has died from it. I think I have 3 friends that have died from it. I was not very close to a couple of them. One of them was my ex, but I think most of us have been affected some way, shape, and form with it. And then I got it twice on tour, or I got it twice going, doing shows. And the first time I got it, I thought I was going to die. I literally at 4 a.m. was sweating so much and was so hot and was just like leaking out of every orifice, all the holes. I was like, I think I'm gonna die. I literally thought, and my girlfriend at the time, she was working, and I couldn't barely like get my phone out and stuff and things. No, but it's totally fucking fake. No, it's not a real thing. You dumb cunt.
På markeringen for frihet, derfor frihet,
No,
sannhet,
freedom, truth, empathy, and
empati
love.
og kjærlighet. Man hører jo om.
But that would mean that you would go and get the vaccine to make sure that your loved ones wouldn't die. That's what empathy is to go do things, even if you don't feel like you need to go do it 100%. But once my father was like, hey, you should go and do this because like of all my medical conditions, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see my dad dead, so I will take whatever, and if it kills me first, I did it to save lives. I don't like, it's so crazy. But they're all self-entitled fucking rich twats, and that's really what's fucking going on.
Yeah, they don't want to hear anything other than what they want to pretend is true, even if it contradicts other things they want to pretend.
Yeah, and then the major thing about the Bible is they will take this verse to propagate their ideals, and then forget the next one, and then skip to the third one to propagate it again, and then like it's just insane. So really quick, this is the person. This person in the vid can jump into a well and talk to the well. People deny reality and being so callous. They're just saying that they'll jump into a well to talk to the well as like a metaphor. People denying their reality. Yeah, they're just talking.
Okay. Now, I'm reading this again. Sorry, I missed I missed it. What the chat was about. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. That's why we keep going over this, and that's why we're here. And then, so they said that they have lost their mom to it, they had it themselves. Yeah, exactly. We're very sorry. And once again, that we have proof that it was a problem throughout the world. There's no denying this bull crap. But these idiots are like, oh, I got it 5 times. Just because I didn't die doesn't mean it wasn't. And literally, there are people that are denying it, and they've got it multiple times. Like, I have videos of people being like, yeah, I got it 3 times. But it was a fake pandemic. It was a plandemic. And you're like, oh my Jeebus Christ, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. So let's keep blowing on with this dumb cunt. And once again, if I had the opportunity, I would hate fuck the shit out of her, but only to show her. Never mind, we'll talk about it later.
Smittetall, liksom. Man hører om travle sykehus, men det stemmer ikke.
It doesn't match my personal research. What personal research did you do, you cunt whistle? Like, oh, you went to the bleaching store, or you got your hair dyed, or your nails did, and there's some people who told you that they didn't believe in this, or you went to Fox News or OAN or Newsmax.
I knew,
I don't even understand
just sort of on a gut level, that wasn't right.
Sofia Moskalenko is a psychologist, and along with Mia Bloom, is the co-author of the QAnon book, Pastels and Pedophiles.
It's not true that people who fall for conspiracy theories are somehow mentally deficient.
Then there are issues that psychologists would talk about, and they would see the problem as being that of our embedded identities. In other words, the person I am, the beliefs I have, will make me very resistant to, say, better information.
And I think that's important when we talk about conspiracy ideologies. These ideologies serve a function. They do something with people. They have an identity function. And this is why they believe in that.
Case studies that I've worked through for my book for QAnon, there were Harvard graduates and successful business owners and people with advanced degrees, lawyers.
So she just said successful people that somehow are falling into this. And the weird thing that I like recently found out that I never knew, or after going over so much of this stuff, is there are like Mormons that are like high up in like Senate positions or other, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't look into the backgrounds of like a lot of these governmental people and or people that are in charge of different things, like Mormons and JWs, Jehovah's
Young Earth
Witnesses,
creationists.
Yeah, and a handful of those things. They're literally like in weird positions, and or they're running the electrical company.
Speaker of the House.
Yeah, things like that. It's like, wait, technically smart people or people that are put into high up things, they're still sputtering out weird, crazy things. Yeah, MGT, major green twat. Yeah, and what we're talking to Speaker Johnson, all of these people, they're into weird, crazy stuff. Like the Speaker of the House, he said in an interview, me and my son, we watch each other's news feed to see what kind of porn we're watching to make sure we don't get into weird stuff. Wait, you and your son have a link to when you look at porn, you can see what each other's porn you watch? Whoa, that isn't the weirdest thing I've ever heard, because I would not wanting my father and or if I had a child, them to know what porn I'm watching. Like, what? That doesn't make sense, even though I think he's like 19 at the time. It doesn't matter. Why is that a relationship you all have? That is a weird, fucked up shit.
Well, the idea with the covenantized program is that you'll be less likely to go look at porn if you know your son or spouse or whatever.
No, totally. I get it, but it just sounds weird as fuck, even though that is what you're I totally Ember. That's exactly what
it's a scam. That's all it is. It's just people pay money on that to pretend they're virtuous, and then they buy burner phones and shit.
Yeah, and or it may be something incestuous. Maybe him and his son do things, allegedly, and they just watch the same kind of porn or something. I don't know, but anyways, it sounds very incestuous and very weird when you say it in that way, because what the fuck? Like, Jeebus Christ. My parents do not want to know all the weird fucked up shit that I'm into, even though, like, unfortunately, like, some of that pops up on my Facebook and stuff, and every once in a while I look at things, I'm like, I hope my mom doesn't see that, even though she wouldn't care, but you know, like, she doesn't need to see me naked, bound up in a thing. Just check what I posted today on Facebook. Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
Oh my.
Oh my. Well, let's just do this to break this up just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna get up and I'm going to grab another beer right quick once I start playing.
Oh my.
All right, give me a second. Oh, hey, at least I remembered to turn off my camera before I stood up.
And medical doctors.
Because they fulfill these needs that people have. It's not that they are crazy or stupid or whatever. It's they follow something that offers them a promise.
They come to feel that some important truth about the world and the reality is being hidden from them. And they're on a quest to discover this truth.
In psychology, we define it as a generalized distrust against everyone who's perceived as powerful.
So it's not just a problem of Google or Facebook or Twitter pre-selecting things that they think I will like, but the problem is actually me.
When we think about these groups, we think about the push and the pull factors. What are the things that are sort of
Yeah, when I think about doing group sec, I think about doing the pull and pull sector. Never mind. Sorry, that's something different. It was right there. I had to go for it. Okay, let's keep going on. If we don't make fun of this as well as being serious, then life isn't worth living. You know what I'm saying? We have to fucking make fun of some of this while we're talking about how serious this bullshit is as well. Oh, sorry. There we go.
Structural conditions that make involvement in QAnon more likely. And then what are the outputs? Like, what am I benefiting from being a part of a conspiracy? And that's where we get these ideas from.
Yeah, these people feel like they're part of a community. They have a special knowledge that nobody else knows. And when you went your whole entire life listening to what your grandma says, yeah, I'm totally streaming on the stream. No. If you listen to what grandma told you your whole entire life, boy, girl, you gotta get through a little bit of school, and then you need to get married, and then you need to have kids, and then buy that white picket fence house, and blah blah blah. You know, when you went through that existence and you did everything that grandma told you, and you had the 4 kids, and you did not get a good education, and you have a white picket fence, and you have a mortgage that you need to get through, and you're working at 7-Eleven, both of you, or at KFC, how do you feel special? You did not give yourself the best opportunity to do the things that you were you could achieve, like a lot of us, like everybody here who's listening to this. I don't think anybody here who will listen to this now or in the future is one of those people, but that's what's wrong with these people, right? They work at Walmart, they have 20 kids, they've been divorced 3 times. What do they have to say they're giving a positive in the zeitgeist, right? But if they think that they're a QAnon and that they're getting special information and they know that there's a pedo ring in a pizza place, and if they were just to take their AK-47 that they bought and go run into there and go take it over, they would be a hero. That's the problem that we have with these conspiratorial people, is they think that they are eventually going to win the Civil War. They're going to find the deep state underground ring of reptilians or whatever. And that's what makes them feel special. And that's the problem that we have with a lot of this bull. And even people, like they were saying, that have degrees and stuff, they still are like, oh, well, like I can see this and I have this special knowledge and I feel special some way, shape, or form.
Studying terrorism and seeing these exact same dynamics with terrorism.
Analysts have been tracking terrorism around the world for at least 50 years. These file boxes represent the history of that work. In the 1970s, a group began tracking terrorism by using international wire services.
And there's only 100 of them that are sitting up there in file boxes of all the information of hardcore right-wing conspiratorial people that have filled those.
Local newspaper articles, any information they could find about terrorist attacks happening around the globe. And they wrote the details of the events on these pieces of paper. So they recorded where the attack occurred, who was responsible for committing the attack, how many people were hurt or killed, the types of weapons that were used. And for about 35 years, that's how terrorism data was collected. So this document here is showing some of the statistics that we've compiled on individuals who have committed crimes on behalf of their commitment to the QAnon conspiracy theory, everything from trespassing to vandalism to property destruction, all the way up to kidnapping and actual homicides. These offenders appear to be a bit different than your average type of criminal extremist in a couple of ways. For one is that they tend to be quite a bit older than the average person that gets involved in an extremist group. Most of these individuals were in their 40s or 50s at the time that they committed these crimes. These are individuals that have been married, they have children, and some.
Are they taking us down? Is that what we're seeing, Demon?
Oh, maybe you got.
Oh crap! Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought I muted. I'm so sorry to cough on. I thought I muted it.
Yeah, the stream's down right now. Anyway, Slim.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so let's see when it comes back.
Yeah.
Did we break it?
Yeah, I'm sure that content's banned.
Oh.
Right, or not banned, but copyrighted or whatever, right?
It must be something like that. So let's see.
Either that or somebody in the chat reported you for something, right?
Well, and we have a couple trolls that we know that we have, so let's go ahead and try to do this right quick. I'm sorry if I coughed on stream. I thought I was muted. I did not mean to cough.
We were down at the time anyway, so nobody heard you other than us.
Okay, I'm sorry for everybody's earballs that I coughed.
It wasn't that loud, dude. You're all right.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I was away for so long.
It's okay, no worries.
I had a few things to do, but I'm hobbling around with a busted up leg, so everything takes so much longer. What happened? We got
we got taken down.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find something else to look at right quick, but I don't know.
It might be the second time it happened to reading the chat, right?
Yeah, I think it was 2 times so far. Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't know what else to fucking go over. I didn't think this was going to happen, and we were trying to break it up as much as possible.
Back up.
We're back up now? Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Back up.
Yay!
Yeah,
We'll
in some
do
cases they had
a little
grandchildren,
bit
they've
more
had
of this.
careers.
And
Let's
as
see.
I
If
was
it
doing
goes
the
on
research,
again, then
because I
we'll
had
bolt out
studied
of
women in
here.
terrorism, one of the things that
Maybe you
struck
should
me
stop
is
the
that
video
QAnon was appealing to women.
unless you don't have anything else.
Let's keep just trying to break it up a little bit more, and let's see. And if not, no, I really don't, because this is what we're supposed to be going over is why they believe these. Although we'll go a little bit more, and maybe we'll just go into like weird conspiracies after this. I don't know. We'll see in a second.
Women in the exact same way that ISIS had appealed to young women, which is, did you want to help the children?
We also find that even looking at these individuals, we see that a number of women have been particularly active in the QAnon movement. And that's surprising because in most extremist groups, it's usually less than 5% of members or participants are females. In the QAnon community, it's a much larger percentage of individuals.
A far-right conspiracy theorist was planning a kidnapping. Investigators say that she believes...
Okay, we'll stop it for a second. We'll see. Trying to see if I had any other like QAnon-y kind of weird conspiracies. Otherwise, I have just like weird, crazy thingy-mabobbers for stuff we're gonna go over in the future. I mean, I really want to go over this, but we'll do that for crackpot conspiracies. All right, let's just keep blowing on, and we'll go just a little bit more with this after this lady.
Believed her child had been taken by a satanic pedophilia ring of Democrats that is being secretly battled by President Trump. That's the QAnon conspiracy theory.
And of course, the woman's instinct is always, of course I want to help the children.
It's really important to understand that individuals don't join extremist groups. They don't join radical religious movements. They don't join cults. They don't adopt conspiracy theories because they think it will ruin their lives.
The QAnon photo.
They think they're helping something or they're doing something in society or with their church or something else, and that's part of it. They're normally being led on by something like that. Greg Locke and people like that are definitely propagating a lot of this weird conspiratorial stuff, to where once again they're making it so that people feel like they're achieving a goal, they're getting rid of something, they're making the world better, even though where is the proof of any of that, you know?
They do it because they think these groups and movements have tapped into something that is really good, and that by helping that they can play a meaningful role in making the world a better place.
You see that it's battered, bruised, and bleeding white children, especially girls, one by one, showing they're
It's
all
only white children,
and they're all
though.
bruised and bleeding.
It's all white children, because there's not any other children around the world that are being abused, taken, and or abused or sold into the sex trade. No, it's only white girls. But again, what we're going over is why this is being pushed towards a bunch of white women on Take My Talks, the Instagrams, and the Face Did in My Books, and the Rumbles, and the other things. And so it's the great replacement theory on the opposite. It's the great stealing theory, where they're only stealing white kids because of blah. When I was a young kid growing up in San Diego, there was a huge rumor that Mexicans were stealing white kids to sell us into the sex trade. So if you were blonde-haired and blue-eyed, you were supposedly a target to being sold into the sex trade in Mexico. Is there any proof of that? Fuck no. Did some people get sold into sex trades in different countries? Yeah, of course. But there was no prevalent proof of that, just like the child abduction thing in the 80s, where they said people that had vans were abductors, and then we had no proof of that later on. And so everybody who had a windowless van got targeted as a sex offender. And was that actually a thing? No. Were there a handful of times that people used that to do things to people? Yeah, of course. But there was not prevalent. There was not thousands of these vans just taking people and abducting them. It was only a couple.
Now, of course, this is movie blood and it's makeup. They're not actually bruised and bleeding. They're showing images from Greek mythology. I think this is Cronus eating his children. And they're using this to say, you see, they've been eating the children forever. This one says, diversity will never bring her back. I mean, this could have been a picture taken in 1939. And the idea
But what
is
does that mean?
that it's
But what does that mean? What diversity? What are you talking about, you psychopaths? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even matter if somebody from another race culture took her life. That doesn't mean that we can't all become a melting pot or that we can't all become diverse. That is one out of a gazillion examples. Again, it's a black swan. A black swan does not prove fucking anything.
always
Well,
white
she's also
children. One day,
she seems to be she's calling out people and calling them. So there's no real person to point to. There's nothing to point to. She's
Well, we
calling,
know what.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
done-
But,
them
but
and they have done these things, but
Did you
we
hear
don't
me?
know who them and they are.
exactly. Although I'm gonna say this, even though yes, you're totally correct, Gio.
Yeah, we're down
We all
again.
know it's the Jews.
The stream
we know
just
it's the
went down
Jews.
again.
It's always. God damn it. Okay, we're okay.
And it's
They
probably
will
because
ask-
you left that swastika sitting up there so long.
No,
Honestly.
no. They've copyrighted the claim out of this motherfucking stream this thingy for sure. I don't know who End Ever is, and we were gonna give them props.
Well,
and
I'll bet you a
and-
nickel that they got it from like NBC News or something, and they're just
Sure.
they uploaded it, and all the revenue goes to NBC.
Goes right to them, yeah.
But
okay.
NBC is like, no, you can't stream this. Fuck you, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Tamoy. Oh, Jeebus Christ. Okay, let's see.
Is it back? I think it's back.
Yep.
And we're back. All right. Sorry, everybody, because we're telling so much of the truth, they can't handle it.
The deep state.
That's
after us.
as soon as I end this, I'm gonna get droned. Okay, so if I get droned, we all know why. Just kidding, American government. Anyways, let's see. I was trying to find something for us to kind of end out on this because, well, how long have we been going? We've been on 142. But I didn't want to end exactly yet because I still feel like I'd like to go over stuff. Let's go over. I want to go over this in another thing. I don't want to go over that here because I want to go over that for a crack about conspiracies. Let's see. God damn, there's so many things that I want to go over in different ways and shapes and forms, but I don't remember if. Yeah, no. I want to research that first before we go. Okay, folks. I think we're just gonna begin getting the fuck out of here. I did not expect them to strike us this much. Normally, isn't that bad and whatever.
They did they struck us a second time?
It was like 4 times.
Yeah, like
that we got pulled
at least
down. So
3 for sure, maybe 4.
Yeah. So, anyways, we've got an hour and 44 minutes. I'm exhausted as fuck, anyways, because I did my shows. We had 5 bands on Saturday, and I was the host MC, and then 7 bands on Sunday, and I did 1 sideshow act for every single band, and then had to announce them. And I had to say things like, for one band, I was asked to say live on a microphone in front of hundreds of people, lock up your grandmas from this band, Plastic Forearm.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually had to say that on a microphone in front of hundreds of people. And that was just one of the kind of tamest things that I had to say. There was another band where I had to say, if you don't 2-step, get the fuck out of here. And then the name of the band. And so, yeah, am exhausted from all that stuff and things. So tomorrow, I don't remember what we have going on, but we'll have things going on tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here and for helping us out. Please help Geo out as much as you can. Remember, your money's your money. Use it the way you want. But if you do and or are able to help Geo out, please do that. It's very much appreciated. That's exactly why our community is the community that we're in, is to help each other out and to be here for each other and to make sure that we're all here still surviving as much as we can do that for each other.
Can I put the link in the side chat again?
You can please, yes, you can definitely do that again.
I mean, it's a long link, but I think it compresses down when I
Sure. Yeah, no. Do what you need to do, Geo. That's fine.
Yeah. Can I say something else?
Totally do that while I find an exit from this. So totally.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone who donated. You know who you are, who donated today from this stream, because you guys know who you are, and I just want you to know. I always say this after every stream, to understand the actual world as it is and not as we would wish it to be is the beginning of wisdom. So remember that, people. That's all. Thank you, Slim.
Yeah, definitely. You're very welcome, and that's why mainly most of us are here for, is to help each other out and to be here for each other, other than us just doing these crazy streams and stuff like that. So let's see. I'm gonna try to find a short. We're gonna get the fuck out of here.
If I could say something, I just posted a video in the chat.
No, you can't. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, of course.
That's the third episode or third part of our first episode of Unbox Politics. It's the first part of the Jon Stewart interview on Crossfire. If you've never seen that interview, I strongly recommend it. You go watch it, because he just absolutely destroys Tucker Carlson. All right. So, that's
amazing. We were gonna go over that, but it was so fucking long. I was like, God damn it, I can't. We can't. It's
that
a
video
2-hour
covers the first
stream.
7.5-8 minutes of the 15-minute interview. So,
and it explains the expression he's had ever since.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll watch that.
So,
oh man.
Well, let's get into let's go over this right quick. So part of the whole conspiratorial thingy-mabobber is for January 6th is they say that there was not enough proof of people breaking in and things and stuff and things, right? We're gonna go over footage that just came out last week from somebody who just got sentenced, and this is what happened, and I'm sure we'll get taken down again, but this is part of the reason why we've gone over conspiratorial stuff. And then we began going over the 187 minutes of the insurrection, but we only got to 4 minutes and 30 seconds because I couldn't keep my fucking mouth shut. But anyways, let's watch this right quick, and then we will go over more of the Vice News full documentary of the 187 minutes of the insurrection. But here's something new that maybe you've not seen, and this is why being conspiratorial or having the conspiratorial entities and groups and things and stuff going on in the Americas is such a problem. Because listen to what this gentleman says to the federal agents while this is happening. Just listen to how idiotic and how crazy this is. Once again, trigger warning if you do not like this, if you have PTSD with confrontational stuff or stuff and things, go ahead and click off now. But anyways, yeah, I never get distracted. But here we blow.
And we're making it knowing that we're sick of it. Okay, 30 years. Would you? Huh? And I've never had people
Okay, so they're at a broken window at the Capitol looking in, and there are FBI agents that are having their Glocks that are being pointed at them. And then listen to what these people say to them, trying to convince these agents of blah. And I'm going to go ahead and slow it. Oh, we're at normal speed, but let's blow back to here. And just once again, listen to this. I'm gonna amp up this just in case. Yes, okay, there we go. So,
and we're making it knowing that we're sick of it. Okay, 30 years. Would you? Huh? And I've never had people like this. Say again. I've been in law enforcement in Texas for 30 years. Talk a little louder. That's because you've never seen corruption like we have seen this last month. I'm ashamed. And I'm ashamed of my Congress people. They don't even stand up for it. Man, they're giving away my grandchildren. Freedom. You need to back up.
And then listen to what he says next, and then right after that.
Freedom is at hand. Go find another door, everybody.
Do you understand we're fighting for you?
Yeah, I ought to put the guns down. We're not going to do anything. You know?
You might as well put your guns down. And then he says,
The Constitution.
Breathe. Hey guys, you gotta breathe. You guys could get the same paycheck when the government gets replaced with real governors. Yeah. Hey, good.
okay, then he says that, you know, you're gonna get a paycheck no matter what, if you let us in or you don't let us in, is pretty much what he said. Okay? Then listen to what they say.
You guys are not going to lose a paycheck if we come in the building, man. And nobody's. You guys are not going to lose a paycheck if we come in the building, man. And nobody's going to get hurt.
Okay, he says nobody's going to get hurt, and then listen to what he says right after this.
Now, come on with that shit, man. We don't want nobody killed.
You know what? This is our house. We paid for it. Why don't you get that?
And then they say, well, we're still going to push ourselves into this, and we're still going to get in no matter what. We don't want to be, we don't want to hurt nobody, but if we got to hurt people, that's what we're going to do. That's exactly what they just said. Nobody's going to get hurt if you just let us in because you're still going to get paid. But if you don't, then we're going to hurt you.
You know it's true. I'm fighting for my son and my grandchildren. Yours too. What is wrong with you? There ain't enough pay in this world. They got your children. Unless you want to pedophile in this fucking Congress.
Unless you want a pedophile in this Congress, you better let us in.
Thank you. Fucking pedophiles. We know about your pedophilia.
Effing pedos, blah, blah, blah.
All right, pause it. I just want to say, like.
Yeah, go ahead.
They just accuse people of being pedophiles without.
Well, that's part. Yeah, that's part of it. Unfortunately, like
that's pretty much their standard response to everything. Like that's just
everybody.
I don't like what you say, so obviously you're doing something terrible to kids. That's just knee-jerk reaction.
Except for there's a report that came out yesterday about 260 gentlemen that were just taken in for a sex trafficking ring, and guess what? None of them were drag queens. Oh my God, really? It was just straight white men that are doing this? No way, that doesn't happen ever. So no. And once again, these people are just going to say things to make it. What's the worst thing you can ever say about somebody? They hurt kids. What else is the worst thing you can say? There's nothing else really. The worst thing you can say is other than that. So if you get people's heartstrings strung on that, they're gonna go for it. So the easiest thing to do against your opponent that you can't debate, you cannot do anything to change their mind. You're gonna say that. And why would you, if you had this many guns pointed in your face, would you still keep trying to get in? This is weird as fuck. Just keep watching. This is weird as crap. Because I would not even want to do this. And I'm crazy as fuck.
Like the within like 20 seconds, like we're not going to hurt you. And
well,
No, they're not in touch. They've lost touch with reality because there's people on the other end pointing weapons at them, and they're standing there talking bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. So let the majority report, like reiterate this just a tiny bit. Sam Cedar, let's let Sam Cedar reiterate this a little bit, and then we'll blow on to a little bit further, because like this is like some of the most insane footage I've ever seen in my entire life, like literally. And I've seen like beheadings, and I've seen mafias and gang stuff. And to me, this is the fucking craziest thing I've seen. Oh, sorry. Let me put it back here, and then
you hear someone screaming, "You effing pedophiles!"
And they say you can only kill so many of us, which kind of flies in the face of the narrative that trickled out from.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I wanted to play this, is because they both reiterated some of the stuff we couldn't hear as much, and that's exactly what one of the dudes in the background said. You can only kill so many of us. Well, literally, they have a whole army. Like, you don't think the National Guard or somebody can be brought in? Each one of those 9mm pistols, and they may have multiple on them. I don't know how many each one of them have, and I could not tell exactly how many other people there were. It looks like there's 5 people with 9mm, and a 9mm with a regular clip is about 7 bullets, right? So if they are trained into stopping a target, that's 7 times 5. So how many people could they stop? And if you pile up in front of a window or a door, you can't get more people in there until you move those people. So by the time that you get that window or door open again after they... And I do not wish harm on anybody, nor this is a theoretical situation, and we're not saying this should have happened or should have not happened. Luckily, there was no more people that got killed than what happened on January 6th. Luckily. But in a situation, and this has happened in war multiple times, a doorway or a window will get clogged up with dead people. Then you can't get more people inside of there until you clear that area. Then you have time to reload and blah, blah, blah. If everybody has 5 clips on their belt and you have 5 people there with 7 rounds for each clip, and you're given time for more people to get there with larger weapons.
Well, a Glock holds 15 rounds.
Okay, thank you, Gio. So let's say 15, and let's say 15, and there's 5 of them, and each one of them have 3 clips. What is that? What's the number? A gazillion.
A lot of
right?
damn paperwork to fill in is what it is.
Exactly. That they could have taken out a lot of people. You dumb cunt. You idiots are like, you can't kill us all. Well, do you want to be killed being the one that gets killed to be the line of the next person behind you that doesn't die? Are you fucking stupid, you idiot? That's not how the world should work, you twat. But anyways, keep blowing on. And
well,
they're going to
that's 45. That's 45 bullets. That's 45 bullets, and per magazine.
Times 5, because I think there were 5 gentlemen who were at that window that were watching at the time. So what number is that?
Times 5?
Well, there's 5 people there with 45 bullets each, right?
Yeah.
Well, so that would be...
That's 225 bullets.
So let's say they missed or they did not hit vital organs half the time. That's 120 people, right? Or 100 people at least. Let's just say 100 people. Oh, that's not a lot of people. Fuck you, you dumb cunt. You literally are so stupid. You don't understand the concept of you can't kill us all. No, but we can kill 100 of you right now, you dumb ass. Like, what? How do you not understand the numbers of bullets and how these things work?
Yeah, but a Glock can also hold a 17-round magazine, a 19-round magazine, and a 33-round magazine.
All right, so when we're yes,
we don't.
I get you.
We don't know that.
Hold on.
Law enforcement would be issued those.
Hold on. But
exactly.
Gio, what we're looking at is what we see in the video, and that is just in the smallest normal mag that it can hold for those things. They normally do not have extended mags for them when they're working. You know,
Well,
so
the Glock,
whatever's
Glock 19 is 15 round magazine.
Okay, so let's just go with the smallest one that they have.
15.
Let's just say 15. Let's even pretend it's 9. Fuck it. You have 5 people with 9 rounds in 3 different things. That's a gazillion amount of people. You are saying to us, you can't kill us all. No, but I can kill a lot of you, you dumb cunts. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You saying that to us. It's not like it's the Wild West where you have 5 bullets in your revolver, right? That Wild West attitude made sense because you had only 8 bullets? Sure, you can't kill us all with 8 bullets, or you got a shotgun where you got 2 and you got to keep reloading. No, nowadays we have fast reloaders. Now we have multiple clips that military and law enforcement and people in situations like protecting senators, the vice president, and the president, they have bigger weapons than you, and or they can take a lot of you out, you weirdos. Anyways, keep blowing on.
From some Republicans like a month later that this was just a tour of the Capitol.
You know what's also interesting about the tour? They seem to have broken the glass into the. No, it's keep playing it.
You know, that's exactly how I have a picnic, honey. I walk up to a government building, I knock out all the glass, and I just like jump through the window, and then we sit down on our blanket, and I pull out the picnic basket, and we just start eating our ham sandwiches, you know, on the floor of the Senate, you know, after I broke in. That's totally how it works.
They seem to have broken the glass into. Well, that's one of the features of the tour.
If this was not an insurrection attempt and they were just going to die there because they were dying to see the Capitol Rotunda, I mean, give me a break.
To see the Capitol.
Come on, man. Listen, these are good people, brother. They're trying to do their job. I don't want to get shot, man. Really. Please. We want to do our part. We want. Hey, what's your name? We just want our grievances redressed like the Constitution says. That's all.
Oh, you want to overthrow the election results, even if, let's pretend for a millisecond that there was corruption going on with the election. What is the best way to do that? Take your grievances to the government and have the courts look over it, or for you to run your dumbasses into the fucking government building and try to overtake it? The major thing that's luckily for our punk asses is they didn't understand the concept of taking over like the Alamo, right? What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get into a building that's not yours, to take it over, to hold it down until you get what you want, which was the election to be overthrown or to be turned over to Trump. But what you cunt whistles didn't understand was that's what you were supposed to do. So when you broke through the barricades and you hurt a lot of people, then you got inside and they kind of let you in during certain points, or they let you walk through certain places at certain points, was because the government didn't want to kill anybody other than Ashley Babbitt, and nobody wanted that to happen anyways. That was just a thing that was I'm going to say almost, I want to say accident, but then once again, it may have been one of the things that may have needed to happen so that they were told to not do it. I think that is an unfortunate thing that happened. I don't know the best way to put that. I wish she wouldn't have, but once that happened, they were told to stand down and please not kill any more people, right? They were like, this is going to look bad for the American public and for around the world if we keep killing these idiots. So it was a stand down thing after that. And then they just made sure that everybody was out of there, the senators and all of the Congress. And then once that happened, they let them wander around to some extent. And then since they didn't understand the concept of holding down an area until they got what they wanted, they were luckily kind of walked out of the situation as well, because they're so fucking dumb. They didn't understand how to hold down a fort until what they thought was going to be Trump to be back into power. And that's what.
Well,
If
it
Trump
became
would've
at some point it was just mob mentality.
No, it totally, and that was the good thing for us. That was the I wish they wouldn't have broken into those private areas, but that's exactly what it was. It was totally mob mentality, because Trump said that we're going to go there together and we're going to take over and we're going to blah, blah, blah. But luckily, they didn't understand the concept of how to do a real insurrection. Even though they put the fake gallows outside of the fucking courthouse or the outside and all that stuff, but they were idiots and they didn't understand the concept. And just listen to what this gentleman says. Well, I shouldn't say gentleman. This douche nozzle says just a little bit more.
That's all. And we know we'll have no homes to go home to. Look, man, this government's cost my family $400 grand, dude. I'm in the poorhouse over this stuff.
How did what Trump was still in power, and then he said that this government was doing him wrong, but it wasn't Trump's fault for some reason. But no, it was Trump's fault. Whatever you're going through, you cunt whistle.
I'm assuming it's his bookmaker in Vegas that gave him good odds on Trump getting back in, and it didn't go this way.
Yeah, I know he was gambling
What,
on Trump.
What the fuck? How is that? I'm losing 400 grand.
It's so dumb. Like
the government is still being run by the guy who want to run the government.
But
and
if
losing me money.
But if you probably asked that douche nozzle that just said that, he would blame Obama. Because Trump didn't have enough time to blah, blah, or whatever. It would have been brought down to the black guy,
And not to start up another thing, but I've heard more than one person ask what the fuck Obama was doing for 9/11.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can't remember a damn thing.
He wasn't in charge during 9/11.
He wasn't even a senator yet.
Apparently, he wasn't the president for 9/11.
But he's Muslim, so no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You too. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, oh Jesus, don't take us down that road again.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, let's keep blowing with this a little bit more.
Dude, you don't know what it's like to just about be on the fucking street, man. It sucks.
Anybody who is here right now who does not live on the street, you're fucking lying, you dumb cunt. You've never been homeless in your entire life. You are hoping that your mortgage gets paid for by Trump or somebody, but I believe that even if you've gone through, none of these people are fucking homeless. Literally, there's no way any of these fucking idiots are fucking homeless or have never been homeless.
It sucks a lot, man.
Would you keep trying to push forward if you saw this in real life?
Nope. I wouldn't be there, first of all, but nope.
No, of course not. No, of course, none of us would have, obviously, because we have like at least 5 brain cells in our skull at the least.
At least.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to go get shot for your country arguing about something I don't believe in. So, I mean,
fair
like,
enough.
you ain't going to see me down there.
But even if that, let's put in an inside chat. Tell us if if you would totally be down to look this down the barrel, and 2, if you would not. But let's just put it this way. Let's say you were in your own house and you saw this through a window. You saw this through a crack through a door or something. Would you stand there and keep arguing, or would you bolt and go and try to get a gun or go and do something different or yeet or not be there? Right? Yeah. Like, who is going to just look down the...
I'd be trying to protect my family. Like, if this kind of crap was going on outside my... Like, if this was my across the road neighbors,
Yeah, sure.
And this was going on at their place, I'd be trying to find like get the fuck out or find the safest possible position and hold my ground. But I would not be getting involved in this bullshit. But I just said in the chat, the attitude of these people compared to some of the shit that's gone down where a whole bunch more people of color are involved as the I don't even necessarily want to say instigators, because I think in many of those cases they were reacting to something. But I think it's fair to say this is an out of hand protest, as other things may have been out of hand protests as well, without getting into the semantics and the deep dive into every little thing.
Yeah.
The difference of the attitude these people who are mostly non-visible minorities going up against these police compared to what visible minorities
they went, yeah,
very particularly in your country, but also in mine, to a lesser, but still it's a major problem here. It's a really interesting juxtaposition of the two scenarios, and it's a very stark reminder, because this isn't that many years ago, right?
No. And the reason why we're going over this is because he's still in the race, and Trump, and it's insane, and I can't believe we're dealing with this still. And I don't even want to talk about him anymore, but that's like part of this.
No, but he's
So
like, is he not did he not knock out another one of his competitors in his
DeSantis dropped out.
DeSantis
dropped out. So now
dropped
it's
out.
just Nikki Haley and him technically, and
But he's
I don't
backing
know how
Trump.
that's gonna go.
And DeSantis is backing Trump now, is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think when I saw that, I think it was yesterday or this morning, I saw that and I was like, I guess it's like, I mean, is it great that the cafeteria has one less shit sandwich on the shelf to choose?
No.
Or
Dude, oh my
is it
god,
just
it's gonna be scary, because like everybody's like saying that if he picks up Nikki Haley as vice president, that all the Trumpanites aren't gonna vote for him, and it's just like some weird fucked up shit right now going on. But anyways, let's keep going. So anyways, if you were at a window trying to get into a place and you saw this, would you keep fucking trying to talk shit and keep trying to go forward, or would you just yeet? I mean, obviously, we'd just yeet. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but just keep watching this crazy insanity.
I'm in the house. You just want to check some shit out. You're in this house. Fuck you. I can't hear anything right now. Our house. You just fucking work for us. Your time is fired now.
Yeah, except for the fact that, like, yes, do we pay for a governmental blah blah blah? Sure, yakety schmackety, sure. But can you just go and walk into a courtroom and walk into the judge's chambers? No, obviously. No, obviously, it's illegal to go into certain off-limit spaces. And so when you dumb cunts say, our this or that, like, I paid for your cop car, does that mean you can get into their cop car and you can sit in the driver's seat and you can turn it on and you can go drive it down the street? Fuck no. There are private, different situations where things are off limits to the public, because there's a reason. You can't walk into a DA's chambers while they're looking over evidence if you're on the opposition side, right? That would make no sense. Why would you be able to go look at something that somebody's going over that they're going to use in court that they have not divulged as being evidence yet? That would not make any fucking sense. And if we didn't have these rules of you not being able to go into private areas, then that would be a problem, correct? Or at least that's an example that I'm throwing onto the table, right? I mean, if we didn't have whatever it is, where your medical records are hidden, anybody could just go walk into your doctor's office, and while you're getting your vagina, checked, just walk in and just, pop a squat and just look inside your vagina. Or while you're getting a finger up your butthole. If we didn't have laws that say you can't go into places at certain times or there's certain things, you could just go and watch prostate exams all day if that's your fucking thing. No, that's why we have laws against personal privacy in different situations. And even government properties have the same option for that as well. You can't walk into a DMV and just start taking photos of people's private information. That's why auditors get their arses kicked out and then they go to jail and or get fined for whatever reasons. There's laws for certain reasons, and there's public and non-public, and then there's also private companies, which my favorite thing when I was a bartender, when I was younger, and when I was the GM for the County Clerk in Fort Collins, was a sign that said, I reserve the right to not serve customers or something, right? So if you want to be a dick, I can point to a sign that says, I don't have to actually serve you shit, bro, and I can kick your ass out because I'm a private company and I reserve the right to refuse you service. And motherfuckers don't understand that bull fucking shit. And the same thing with the fucking them going into the Capitol. This motherfucker who's looking at down the barrel of a gun is going, no, I have the right to get shot in the motherfucking face. No, you do, but you don't. Like, you can't go into there, but you do reserve the right to get shot in the face. But anyways,
he can be shot in the face, or or he, her, anyone can. Them. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to assume.
Yeah, no, we're not going to go with that. But anyways,
and I think there was at least one female person who was shot. It was
Ashley Babbitt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, but it doesn't matter. These people went in there, and no, you don't have the right to unfettered access to everywhere just because you pay taxes. And I just said, like, because you brought up healthcare and stuff, like we have like nearly 100% publicly funded healthcare in this country. I still get a private room to be examined in for whatever I'm having done.
Yeah. The public can't just go in there and take photos of you getting your arse checked or whatever.
No, and it's actually been getting better and better, because it used to be a lot more of like just curtains and stuff, but now I think the COVID thing changed the approach as well, because now usually there's like a glass door or something on most rooms, even in an emergency room, just to try and keep things more clean. But that's the point is, I pay for that hospital every day that I work. I don't feel like I have a right to anyone else's privacy there. And I don't think anyone else, no normal brained person does either. Like, it's just a weird way to think. Nor do I think that the Prime Minister's house that I pay for is
yours at all.
Right to walk in anytime.
Yeah, I can't walk into the Queen's. I can't walk into the Queen's fucking chambers because I pay taxes in the UK if I live there.
When it comes to royals, I think people have a right to be upset with them in a bigger way than they do with elected officials. Right? But yeah, it's the same, and it's more of a figure. But they have elected officials there too, and just because that person's elected into office and the government provides them with whatever it may be, transportation. Here we have the RCMP would guard, those elected officials. I think you guys have something called the Secret Service or whatever. That's
and then it's a slightly M5 different or something for the UKs, it's a different
approach,
like that.
Different approach to the same problem. But you have it.
Anyways,
those people deserve some privacy and some respect. Not a lot, but some. Because
Jesus Christ, you're fucking late. Anyways,
yeah, I fell asleep.
Holy shit! Did Braylon wake up?
Christ, he finally woke up.
It must be tomorrow already across the pond, I would think.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what we have to do because he just popped in.
What? What? Oh. What was shit.
Yeah, you must have gotten fucked up last night. Anyways, okay, so let's blow on a little bit more. So, Brainless, would you look down the barrel of a gun and keep spattering out stuff? And if you don't know what we're talking about, just wait a second. And then we'll play a little bit more.
Depends how tired of life I am.
Well, or it matters on whose gun is pointing at you. I mean, if it never mind, we'll talk about me pointing my gun at you later. And anyways, here we go.
I'm 52, man. I got a 9-year-old. He deserves to grow up with a.
Oh, so you have children and you're just willing to be shot in the face by the CIA or whoever is pointing a gun at you. Yeah, that's
government that treats him right. And a 16-year-old and a 22-year-old, man. Hey, I'll call you back, okay?
Somebody's on their phone with somebody.
To get here and stood in the code for 3.
Hey, I'll call you right back. I'm in the middle of an insurrection.
3.5 hours to find out that Mike Pence is a fucking traitor, man. No. And I voted for that fucking dude.
Okay, now there's a lot of things that.
There's a lot of things. So you used to work in the Department of Defense facilities, and if I tried to walk into a place where you weren't able to, then you would go to jail. Yeah, exactly, similarly.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have a certain key card for certain access to different levels of where you can go in government buildings and facilities and things like that. I was married to a Marine, and when I would go on the base, I had an ID that could only get me into certain places. I couldn't just walk into the fucking armory and just pick up AK-47s and start loading them and walk out because I pay taxes. You know, I couldn't just be like, I'll pay taxes. These are my guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how the world works, you dumb cunts.
Nothing casual about it. And yeah, our taxes pay for that too. But
yeah, and they pay for it, but that doesn't mean it's mine.
You know what? I'd actually be more pissed off if I could just walk right in and do whatever the fuck I wanted.
I mean, I got to walk into a lot of places and fuck whoever I wanted, but that's a different military service we'll talk about later.
Okay, well, that's...
Anyways.
I'm sure they thanked you for your service, Slim, but you get what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, no, of course. We totally understand all of that stuff.
Did you say thank them for his cervix? What?
Yeah, we thank them for their
thanks Slim for his cervix. I don't freaking know. I'm not his gynecologist, and hopefully I never will be.
Yeah, so anyways, speaking of that devil, we're gonna be getting the fuck out of here because it's been 2:23 and I am exhausted. This weekend was
I'm quite awake actually.
I know, I'm sorry, Brainless, but you just showed up.
Yeah, this was completely on me. I had just one alarm set. I should have set like
I tried waking you up, and I tried to have other people wake you up, but it's okay.
Nobody called me.
I didn't try waking you up because I had other issues, but I would have.
It's okay. Let's see. What is tomorrow? I don't even know what tomorrow is.
The day that ends in Y.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Well, I know. So tomorrow is going to be. We're doing bizarre foods.
Oh, bizarre foods.
So let's hope Mango is going to be joining us to be going over that.
Yeah.
So what we're going to be going over is foods that are made out of weird and interesting stuff. We're going to go over alcohols and wines that are made out of insects and other animals, and weird, bizarre stuff that's being cooked. Street foods from around the world that are deliciously but crazy. We're not going over anything to make fun of and to say that people shouldn't. Actually, we're going over these things to get people to be more interested in trying some of these weird dishes from around the world. So we're going to go over how to cook different types of weird fish, how to pickle them, and things like that. So Bizarre Foods is going to be us going over how to enjoy these crazy dishes, and some of if you ever go to different cultures around the world, what street foods you should try and which ones you shouldn't. And we will go over sewer oil for sure. We're definitely going to go over that and what that means. We have to go over sewer oil at least. We have to let everybody know about it for sure.
Yeah, I guess.
So we'll go over it.
Are you guys are you gonna cover beaver tails? That's one of our delicacies.
Ooh, remind me about that. Post that as a suggestion in
sorry, but when I hear that, I go beaver tails.
And then Thursday will be let's see. Yeah, Thursday is gonna be crackpot conspiracies. And that's what you all said that you wanted us to do in the community post. So we're going to be doing a lot more crackpot conspiracies, which is our mini deep dives into conspiracies that are not normal. And so we go over like crazy weirdos that come up
Slim. How many conspiracies are normal?
I have so many. I have so many new ones that you've not heard of yet. Literally, I have like 10 new conspiracies through crazy people that say weird things. Like literally, like my jeepers, I hate how much I have to do research and that I find these things, but you're welcome, everybody, for me finding all of these. So anyways, if there's anything anybody wants to say before we get the fuck out of here, let's go ahead and start with Gio. Is there anything you want to say before we get the fuck out of here? And if you want to promote your link again, please do that.
I want to thank anyone who donated. You know who you are, as always. To see the world as it is and not as we should wish it to be is the beginning of wisdom. I said it earlier, so I'm saying it again because it's very important.
Yes.
So I'm going to post my link in the side chat for anyone who wishes to donate.
I'm going to springboard off of that, Gio, right quick. I wish there were fairies, leprechauns, Santa Claus, your mom having a tight vagina, and I'm sorry, I should not have said that, but like God and other things, right? Like I wish there were all these weird, cool, mystical thingy-mabobbers, right? But then as we've grown up and we go and look into things, we're like, leprechauns aren't a thing, fairies aren't a thing. To the best of our knowledge, there's not other mythical creatures and things that would be so amazing to have, like unicorns. Reality is just a little bit harsher than unfortunately we want it to be. So anyways, let's see. Ember, is there anything you want to say before we get the fuck out of here?
Be sure to tip your waitress.
Thank you.
Remember to set her back in place when you're done.
Yes.
With consent. Anyways, Ollyman, is there anything you would like to say before we get out of here?
Keep your stick on the ice.
Exactly. Because although the last time my stick got stuck on the ice,
that's what I'm gonna say. Like, I'm not putting my stick on the ice. What if it got stuck?
I had to get a girl to squirt on it so I could get it off. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, Al, is there anything that you want to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it really quick because I got physio like in 20 seconds. I posted up my most recent terrible song, and Slim's gonna like be destroyed by listening to it and help me make some of this shit better. But in the meantime.
I already listened to it and I fucking cringed so hard, but I will.
I know it's fucking horrible, man.
I will help you redo it for sure. But yes,
I've got like 7 or 8 of these things. They're terrible.
Yeah, they're horrible. Terrible. I mean, they're never mind. We'll talk about it later.
They're terribly funny.
I mean, they're funny, but I'm not good.
We just have to have a couple other producers help you with refining it a little bit, and then we'll have good songs. They're almost there. You just need to have a couple people help you on it. Oh my god, NANA. Well, welcome, but we're
even later than me.
I don't know how you just showed up, but anyways, but welcome, but we're about to get fuck out of here. once again, tomorrow is, I don't remember anymore. I'm so exhausted.
Tuesday.
We'll be there. Yeah, but I know it's Tuesday.
Bizarre foods.
The bizarre foods. And then I have the drunken news for Wednesday all set up, but my brain 100% can't remember, so I'm going to tell you the ones I remember. So magic balls, we have magic something else.
Oh, but you don't have that stream set up yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Do your balls jingle when they jangle?
I don't have a way. Oh, I can look at it this way. So give me 5 milliseconds to look it up right quick. So Wednesday for Drunken News Report, we're going over magic balls, magic ink tattoo, pizza vending machine, bamboo water tower, and home cooling gel.
Wow.
So that's what's gonna be for Drunken News for Wednesday.
Ancient Japanese secret.
Yeah. We'll show you magic balls. Yeah, the magic balls right there there you go, the magic balls. Those are called Kegel balls, but we'll talk about how to use them later. And then we'll do crackpot conspiracies for Thursday, because I have a bunch of weird cult conspiracy theories, and like some of these pastors and pastresses, they have come up with some crazy new things that we have to talk about. So we'll do that. So, all right, everybody. I didn't find something to like let us out of here with. Let's find something right quick.
Oh, dare.
Before we say bye.
Well, I think you can always
see you guys.
Do something related to the Netherlands. Don't touch.
Do you have that already set up?
Not exactly.
Because I can do. They have not copyright claimed us, so screw it. Why not? Here we blow. Well, I have to find it, but let's see who finds it first. Me or Brainless?
That's me.
Okay, well, go ahead and play it.
Yeah, let me present.
Okay, thank you, everybody. We'll see y'all later. Everybody say bye.
Later.
Bye, bitches.
Well, bye.
Bye.
I have been sent to Earth to capture a relic.
We're all gonna be here for this, but as soon as it's done, then we'll stop. But I want y'all to react to this live. If you've not seen this,
and I will rule the galaxy with a wooden clog.
Clog?
Just wait, sir.
It's hilariously stupid.
Yeah, it's just so fucking much fun.
But the song is so fucking good.
Oh. It's so bad.
I was born, father told us to meet. It was one Christmas morning in
73.
There was one lonely gift nestled under the tree. My grandfather said, "Don't touch my
clothes." Brainless, turn it up a little bit if you can.
By my parents and parents. Now they're yours, but be sure to guard them with your life. He said, "Don't ever let them touch my clothes. You can take my cash, you could burn my house, you could force me trash. I'd let you kick my balls while I chewed on glass before I even thought about letting someone touch my clothes. Have to take my life, you'll have to steal my dog, have to beat my wife, you'll have to kill my mom with a rusty knife. You'll have to break my legs before I ever let you touch my clothes."
This dance is so fucking awesome.
Father said, "You're my son, so I'll tell you the truth. I wore clogs without socks for the bulk of my youth. Now these clogs, they are yours. Protect them with your life. I pray you never let them touch your clothes. You can slap my my wrist. I'd let you shave my head, let you wax my bits. I'd even butt just bleach while you twist my nips. And after all of that, I still wouldn't let you touch my gloves. You could eat my lunch, and you could knock me out with a 1-inch punch and make me drink your sweat from a dirty sponge. You'd have to shoot me dead before I ever let you touch my gloves. It's my purpose in life to keep them safe until my child is at least 25. Then I will place the clogs to bed and they'll wear them with pride. And every single day from then, they'll make sure no one is touched. The only thing that makes me sure there's a God up above. Those wooden clubs on my feet, yeah, they feel like a club. And I would give up everything before I ever let you touch
my clothes. Oh yeah, this is my favorite part. And then it's the
you can take my cash. You could force feed trash. I'd let you kick my balls while I chewed on glass before I even thought about letting someone touch my claw. You'll have to take my life. You'll have to steal my dog. Have to be my wife. You'll have to kill my mom with a rusty knife. You'll have to break my legs before I ever let you touch my
clothes. There we go. You're welcome, everybody. Thank you.